EATSCON NYC, the Infatuation celebrated food festival, showcases some of the most exciting restaurants in New York and all over the country. But is it worth it? Today, we're not only going to try dish,
Excellent bite of food.
after dish,
It's really good.
after dish,
This is food made with love.
rating each from 1 to 10. We're also going to explore the question of whether or not EATSCON and events like it are worth the price of admission. Starting with
Shake Shack times Thai Diner. Really excited because Thai Diner is one of the most interesting brunch places in the entire city. Thai-focused brunch, which is pretty unique. Spicy, tangy, sweet. Great balance of flavors. I fucking love Thai Diner. One of my favorite brunch spots in the city. And they're collaborating with Shake Shack today, which is pretty cool, pretty unexpected. We got the Thai Diner Shack combo. So it's gonna come with this Thai Diner influenced burger along with their jungle fries. We're gonna be rating everything we tried today on a scale from 1 to 10. I have high hopes for this one. Two great things, Shake Shack times Thai Diner. You merge their magic. It's gotta be greater than the sum of its parts, right? Let's see. Let's take a look at that burger, man. Oh, dude. Cheese is nice and melty. They got the pickled bamboo shoots, Thai bird chili, cute little toothpick with a skull, and then the Thai basil, and what they call it, like the evil prince sauce or something on top. Oh my God. Yeah, this thing looks good. Okay, yeah. First you get like the burger, of course. You get the burger and cheese, like what you're expecting, but then you get hit with those pickled bamboo shoots. And that like takes it from like what you're used to like, oh, like I've never had that before. That's different. That was really good. Katie, you gotta have a bite of this. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, when it comes to the burger, this collab, super different. Combination of the beef and cheese with the pickled bamboo shoots, not something I've ever had before, anything like it. Now, is it a combination that like works and works like really, really well? I don't think so. I wouldn't say like this is like, holy crap, these ingredients were meant to be together. Good, but not groundbreaking. You know, this isn't something that's just like unlocked a beautiful new food combination. But it is enjoyable. It's got a nice little bit of kick, but not too much. I'll give the heat level like a 4, you know? Kind of builds on you. It builds as you're eating this, you know?
So what's your rating?
Yeah, so okay. For this burger, all ingredients taken into consideration, how they work together, I would give this a 7.3. I'll give it a 7.3. It's good, but don't go out of your way for it. But a really cool way to kind of like marry two different worlds together, I think. You know, it's a pretty cool collab, but not a groundbreaking creation by any means, you know. Still tasty though. I'm gonna finish this whole thing.
Wait.
All right, Katie Sue, what's your rating? What do you give this? Oh, you know what we should have done? Next one we'll do same time. We'll rate it at the same time.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so jungle fries, Shake Shack, crinkle cut fries, basil, cilantro, shallots, and a roasted chili jam cheese sauce. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna wish that they put a lot more of this sauce on these fries. There's like the smallest amount of it. All right, jungle fries, let's see how they are. Oh, you're gonna like that cheese sauce. Oh, that's nice. Cheese sauce is savory. Nice little kick that's building as I'm like tasting it. And then like the crispy shallots on the fries. That's a nice touch, man. I like the tanginess.
Yeah.
There's a nice tang happening here.
Still like lacking.
Yeah. Yeah, the flavors here with the burger and the fries, a little subdued, especially for Thai Diner. Like it's Thai fucking diner. Like their flavors are explosive. Just like Thai
Like,
and brunch to the nth degree, you know?
have to eat like 15 of them to like get the flavor.
Yeah. Need more cheese sauce. Need more of everything, you know? All the stuff that's on top of the fries. So, ready? Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 6.7. Katie is a much harsher critic than I am, I will say. I will give these fries like a 6-7. They're good. Like I would snack on these.
And fries are my niche.
Oh, you're rating the whole thing? I was rating the fries.
No. I'm saying like you're like I'm a harsher critic. Like burgers and fries are my niche. Like
They're
if it was a taco, like you would be a
okay.
You know?
Yeah, sure.
They're what I know.
Yes, I would give this a 6-7. Like it's good. It's nice to snack on. But like I don't think it adequately captured like the magic of Thai Diner, which like I said, like if you haven't been there, make a reservation for Thai Diner at your earliest convenience because it's really, really one of the coolest brunch experiences in the city. Good, but could have been better. especially for Thai diner. And now we are making a beeline for Bordertown because it is noon and it is about to get crazy because now early access is over and everybody can start coming in. All right, guys, here we have Bordertown, which is hands down 100% the vendor I was most excited to see here today. They specialize in Sonoran style tacos. Now, why that's important is most Mexicans in like New York, they usually come from like Puebla and the surrounding areas of central and southern Mexico, my family included. However, these guys specialize in Sonoran style tacos, which are northern Mexico style. So it's gonna feature some differences from the tacos you'll usually find around here. For one, you'll see that they use a flour tortilla instead of a maíz-based tortilla. And also their tacos are gonna generally be a bit larger than the type you'll usually see here in New York. All right, so the first taco we're gonna try here is the taco de guisado. This is kind of their most famous dish that they have, featuring their chile con carne, which is gonna be like a slow stewed meat, a lot of chiles, a lot of spices, a lot of flavor. And by the looks of it, it looks really beautiful. Actually, all of their tacos look absolutely gorgeous. They master like the visuals 100%. And I'm hoping the flavor also matches that level. You can see how the tortilla almost like completely envelops the meat inside. You know, it's not like packed to the brim with meat. Taco de guisado from Bordertown. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's what I wanted, man. That's what I wanted. That bite right there. Holy shit. Oh, I'm gonna go in for another and then I'm gonna tell you guys about it, man. It's so good. Oh my God. Okay, it's just so different from the tacos, the Mexican food that you usually get in, you know, New York, man. I mean, just as soon as you bite into it, the meat, the guisado is so juicy, man. Like you bite into it and like the juices just like seep out of the meat, fill up your mouth. Full of flavor, just complete flavor bomb, man. You can taste the spices, you can taste the chiles, well seasoned, you know, nice and salty, but like not too much, man. Oh my God, and then the flour tortilla, man. You get that like nice flour taste. It's chewy. It's got those nice little burn marks, which, you know, I always say are the hallmark of a well-cooked tortilla. Absolutely phenomenal. This is, oh my God. I don't know the final score now, but that's gonna score high, man. That is so delicious. Aside from like birria, you know, where you actually like dip your taco in the consomme, that is like the juiciest taco I've ever had, man. Like, that is insane.
I mean, this blows birria out of the water.
That was a magical moment. That was the type of moment that I like live for. Eating food here, man. Like, that was so good.
Honestly, like, I'm super impressed because I don't like guisado tacos normally. Like, that is usually like a stewed taco meat that I don't love. I'm not a big that style type person, but this was like out of this world.
Flavor, man.
Yeah, it's really good. Gorgeous.
Oh, so good, man. I can't wait to finish this. All right. So that was incredible. So next, we're gonna try their chori queso, flour tortilla, chorizo, queso Chihuahua, which is like a nice, mild, melty cheese from the Chihuahua region of Mexico, and then some salsa verde, man. I mean, this looks great. Looking at this, and Katie said the same thing, it looks like what my family calls garnachas, which is like a Mexican snack that we'll make. I used to make it like for myself and my brothers, like after school and stuff. It almost looks like they made a garnacha, but made it out of a flour tortilla, which is pretty cool to see. All right, chori queso, man. Bordertown. Mm-hmm. Oh, so good. More familiar, I would say. You know, I definitely feel like I've had something like this before somewhere in this town. Definitely on the salty side from that chorizo. I feel like a little too salty, I would say.
Really?
Yeah, but the flavor, the crisp of that fried cheese, the flour tortilla itself, it's like covered in the like beautiful chorizo grease, man. This is so good. The queso Chihuahua adds like a nice melty touch to it. Oh my God.
I'm gonna start with the positives, which I love these crispy, crunchy fried bits on top, like around the edge. The fried cheese, it's always my favorite part of garnachas too. It's good, but I agree with you. Like, I've had a million things that taste just like this, and it's good. Like, oh my gosh, if I had like a bunch of drinks and then I shoved this in my mouth, it would be amazing. Incredible. But like, sober, I'm working on it. But sober, it's just like, okay,
all right, On to the next one. All right, next up, tacos dorados. So unlike the other ones, which had the flour tortilla, these ones are going to be back to the maíz tortillas that we're used to. Seasoned potatoes, cabbage, queso cotija, pickled red onion, salsa roja. Again, like everything else we've had, visually just beautiful, man. Like they all have a like nice look to them, you know? Very like Instagrammy. Like the look and feel of this, it's kind of reminiscent of Mariscos Jaliscos over in LA. You know, it's got like that kind of like same feel to it. I know it's not like the same ingredients, not the same region at all.
Yeah, the crispy.
Yeah, the crispy outside, the filling inside, stuff on top of it. Yeah, very same like composition, you know? It's even more reminiscent of Mariscos Jaliscos than I thought it would be because the almost like creaminess of the potatoes inside, you know, all matched up. Very similar to like what they do over there. Love the crispiness. I love the taste of the corn tortilla. A little under-seasoned, I would say.
The corn tortilla is really, really good. It tastes fresh. You really taste the maíz, but like everything else is like lacking. Like there's no seasoning. The potatoes inside, which are stuffed with potatoes, sounds like, oh, amazing. There's no seasoning on them at all. So it's basically like a boiled potato. Unfortunately, they had my most favorite thing and my least favorite thing. So
definitely agree with her that like it could definitely be like better seasoned, maybe a little more explosive in flavor. But I think it's just more like an exercise in like subtlety on this one. I actually kind of like this. I definitely like this a lot better than Katie did. Okay. All right, so we'll start with the tacos dorados. What's your score?
okay. I rate tacos dorados as a 3.
A 3? Jesus.
I would not eat it again.
A 3 is like eating a piece of feces. What are you talking about?
That's like the one. I just wouldn't eat it again. I didn't enjoy it. I think it was lacking a lot of like, I would eat the corn tortilla again. I would eat just that. That would be an 8. But the other stuff to me is lacking in flavor.
All right, yeah, so tacos dorados, I'll probably give that 7-1 or so. Very nice flavors, you know. I really like the taste of the corn tortilla, the potatoes. But yeah, like Katie said, under-seasoned for sure. All right, so the chorizo.
That's the second one?
Yeah, and the flavor bomb for sure, but over-salted. I think we both agree on that. They could have taken some of the saltiness from the chorizo, moved it over to the tacos dorados.
Yeah. If they would have thrown that cheese in the potato one, it would have been really good. Okay, I give that like a solid 7.5.
7.5?
Like, it gets points just being on like something that I would eat comfortably anyway, but it loses points for being like
Over-seasoned.
over-seasoned and not really like remarkable.
Yeah, definitely more familiar. It's not like the holy shit, this is something like I've never had before, like the first one. Over-salted 100%. But the taste of the chorizo was great. I loved the cook on the tortilla and that fried cheese. I would agree with Katie. It's about like a 7.5, maybe 7.6 or so.
It's also not the best of its kind.
Of that particular like style of a
like,
taco.
If it had been like, whoa, like, oh my, like it was like middle of the field.
Yeah, okay, cool. And then the taco guisado, the one that I was really, really waiting for, kind of like border towns, like Hallmark dish. Okay, what would you give that one?
9.7.
9.7?
It was really good.
Holy shit, you really liked it?
I did really like it.
Yeah, I would agree with her. Very high score. I would give that like a 9.3 or so. Very, very, very good taco.
He
man.
has critique.
Just excellent taco. I mean, like S-tier taco, God-tier taco, man. Never had anything like that. Not super familiar, like in New York style. That this is like clearly from a different region of Mexico. Flavor combinations and like composition that I'm like not used to. I wish I could have that first bite again, relive that again and again.
Also, it would have been cool to have it like hot.
Yeah.
But that's the price we pay here at Eat World. We eat like chef judges on a contested show. Everything's a little cold.
Okay, so up next we have the Brooklyn Curry Project. This is a South Indian pop-up that started up around the Fort Greene Farmers Market back in 2021. They actually recently had to shut it down because the lines got so long that they got unmanageable, which should tell you a lot. They're actually taking donations right now because they want to open up their first brick and mortar. So if you'd like to donate, I'll leave a link in the description so you guys could donate to their cause. It was also the longest line I've waited on so far all day. I got high expectations, high hopes for this dish. I've been wanting to have them for a long time. It's just I couldn't do those lines, man. They were way too long. But now this one was a little more manageable, so I'm finally gonna get to try the Brooklyn Curry Project for the first time. Really stoked about it. First dish we're gonna have here is their dosa. This is kind of the dish that they're known for at the Brooklyn Curry Project, despite the name. I think a lot of New Yorkers would agree with me is that when I hear the word dosa, the first thing I think of is the dosa man over in Washington Square Park. I had him for the first time like during the height of the pandemic when the lines weren't like crazy like they usually are for the dosa man. And despite being like a vegan dish, it was one of the tastiest things I'd ever had. Like one of the most like going in with like so much skepticism and coming out just like blown away with how good the dosa was. So that's gonna be kind of like where my head's at as I bite into this, is like the comparison between how this experience matches up with that one. Got the masala dosa. This is a crispy traditional South Indian dish filled with spiced potatoes, chutney puri, and served with a side of coconut chutney and pickle. All right. Okay, first bite, very good. Very good. Holy shit.
Did you dip it?
I didn't dip it yet. No, the first bite I tasted as is. Second bite, I go in for the dip. So now, I'm gonna go in for the dip. Okay, incredible. Excellent flavor. The spices, man. Like truly an explosion of spice in the potatoes. Katie, if you were not impressed by Border Town's potatoes, these potatoes I think will take you there. I think this is what Katie means when she needs her potatoes flavorful. This is very good. I could eat this all in like 2 seconds, but I need to give Katie a taste so I can get her tasting notes. Oh wait, there's more. I don't have to worry about eating this because I have 2 more of them. Okay.
It's really good.
What do you taste? You taste?
Okay. I do taste spice, but like,
You just lick the outside?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. Because I taste like, at first I taste like almost like sugar. Like fried dough.
No, really? Fried dough.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's just like fried dough. And then you get like the heat and the spices. I finished that.
It's nice. It's like
It's really good.
it's rice flour, but it's a little different than like usual wheat.
It's light.
Yeah, lighter, right? Yeah.
It's really light. Like, you could eat this any time of day. You could have it for breakfast, for lunch, for snack, late night. It is a really phenomenal dish.
You can definitely see why people lined up like crazy for this place. Like based off that, excellent bite of food. Yeah, absolutely delicious, man. Explosion of flavor. And for being like vegetarian, possibly vegan, absolutely incredible, man. Like that, like as a proud carnivore, kind of like changes my perception a little bit, like of vegan, vegetarian food. It can still be flavorful, it can still be amazing and delicious, man. Woo. Love it. Love it. All right. Next, aki roti with a mutton pepper roast, spicy lamb, traditional flatbread made from rice flour as well. You can see like the bone in there, which I love. That's a good sign. Add a little bit of this pickle. Aki roti.
That's what he wants, for sure.
You are right now. Oh, it's just flavor explosion, man. It's been like slow cooked until it's like falling apart, you know? You can taste like a shit ton of spice, well seasoned, spicy. There's like a heat that's building up as I take more and more bites. And then adding that pickle was the move too, because it cuts through the richness of the lamb. Katie, I know you're not a big fan of lamb, but you're gonna try some of this? Okay.
It's really good, like a really good curry. It's so soft,
Yeah.
but it's like not chewy. It's really, really good. The flavor, the spice is like nice. Like if you don't like spicy food, but you like a little bit of heat, like this is good.
All right, so here we have the mini idli sambar. According to this, it's a steamed rice cake that is like a staple breakfast in South Indian cuisine. But like in all the pictures that I'm looking at here, it's not like covered in like sauce or anything like that. Like the way they're presenting this is very different than like what I'm seeing when you just like look up this dish. But I'm liking that because this looks really, really like incredible. Like the vibrant red color of the sauce, you know? And then the spices that they have just like lightly dusted on top. Very, very nice. Just got an overall good look, and I love the cute little bowl.
Yeah,
That's a cute bowl, man. I love this. Comes with a hot and spicy sambar. That's the sauce that we're talking about.
I love this.
savory. I think it's probably tomato in there, very nice. It's not like a punch you in the face type of heat. You know, that's what I was expecting. I was like looking at the color and being like, oh, this is gonna be like crazy hot. Definitely getting the heat, but it's like a slower, kind of rolling heat as opposed to like slap you right in the face as soon as you put it in the mouth, you know. Great flavor. You can see the hot pepper, whatever they have right there. This is like the kind of dish that like when I usually have Indian food that I kind of like go for. Like big on flavor, very spicy. Curries, you know. This is nice.
These idiots. You'll hear it later. It's a texture issue for me.
Oh.
I want to like it because it tastes really good, but I sort of can't get past the texture of the rice.
Oh, you don't like the texture of the idli?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And sort of even because I think it like gets in the sauce itself. Even the sauce itself, because I just try to take a bite like that. Like, it's so good. It's really, really good. It's really flavorful.
Idli's like thickening the sauce or like getting integrated with it?
Yeah, but like, I can't eat that rice ball thing. Just, I don't know. I can't get past the texture of it in my mouth. But it tastes really good. I wish I could. But I can't. I'm just a kook.
All right, so we had to step away from the bro patrol for a little bit. It's not a big deal. It's just two guys were really loud next to us.
They were really trying to marry that woman's daughter.
Yeah, they were. They were like asking so many personal questions about her. Where she traveled? Where'd she stay?
Literally in like Lake Como, Italy right
Yeah.
now. Her mom's gonna be like, I found you a husband.
What's she into? All right, so yeah, we just had Brooklyn Curry Project. Okay, so I think Katie and I both agree that out of everything we've had so far, all the vendors, they're the ones that I think just brought their A game the most. Like overall, their dishes have been the best quality. I think we both agree on that point. All right, so first off, the dosa. Going in, my comparison point is the dosa man from Washington Square Park.
Sweet.
Yeah, great guy. Legend in this town. Biting into it, the taste, the explosion of the spices in the potato, the taste of the rice flour, you know, crepe, as I've been informed, it's pronounced crepe. I'm gonna give that a solid 8.8 for me on the dosa. What do you think? What?
Oh, I'm like at a 9.3.
You're at a 9.3?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but either way, like very, very solid scores. Excellent dish. Just blew us both out of the water because we are not vegetarian, vegan, forward people at all.
Very good.
Excellent dish. Okay, so then the second one, I think the aki roti that we both had, that really nice stewed mutton, lamb, explosion of spices. I'm gonna give that 8.6 or so. Just like really nice, savory, strong spices, nice little rolling bit of heat that kind of built over time.
I concur.
Excellent.
I'd say 8.6.
8.6. Okay, yeah. All right, so we're pretty on line here for the Brooklyn Curry Project. Now,
We're not gonna be now.
no, we're not. Okay, so we're gonna disagree on this last dish, the mini idli sambar. Really cool. I'd never had idli before. That was a really cool South Indian like snack. And the sambar, not as spicy as I thought it would be. Like looking at it, the color and like learning about it wasn't nearly as spicy as I thought it would be, but very, very delicious, savory, beautiful flavor. That dish I would give about like a 8.5 or so. Katie, what do you think?
Okay, so in normal circumstances, if I felt this way about a texture, I would get like a very low score because it's hard. I'm giving it a 7.5.
So it would have been a lot higher
Yeah.
if the texture wasn't so well. Okay, yeah. So yeah, there you have it, guys. Like Brooklyn Curry Project, bringing their A game to EATSCON 2024. Holy shit! Like you can clearly see why the lines have gotten so crazy for them.
Oh yeah, but listen, they're delicious. You are still not catching me in that hour-long line in Fort Greene Farmers
Oh yeah,
Market.
not when I'm at a farmer's market, yeah. So yeah, like I said, guys, they no longer post up at the farmer's market because the line's got unmanageable, but they are currently accepting donations to open their first brick and mortar.
Donate.
So if you,
Let's
yeah,
go.
donate to them, donate to their cause. They really deserve it. They've been working hard, and I want to see them open up their
We
first
can all
store.
go together.
Yeah. Wait,
Join
with
them.
who? Oh, you guys?
Yeah, them.
Oh, yeah. You can come with us. Why not? Yeah, it'll be fun. All right. Let's see what's next. Come on. I gotta say, man, like I don't know if there's like a guest speaking right now, which is why I'm feeling this way. But I'm like looking around, It does not feel as crowded as it did the last time I was here, like 2 years ago. Like last time I was here, it was like almost overwhelming in a way. This is like more than manageable, which is not what I was expecting at all. Yeah, Katie, I was just telling them that like, I feel like 2 years ago, it was a lot more crowded. The crowds were a lot less manageable than they are this year. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, when we came 2 years ago, it was definitely like packed, like uncomfortably so. I think we left early.
Yeah.
And this feels nice. Like I'm not in a like. Look at us right now. We're in a wide open space. No line for the bathrooms. Clean bathrooms, FYI. I don't know. I'm sure it's not great for them, but I feel like it's great for the guest experience. That it feels less chaotic, less crowded, less overwhelming.
I love it myself.
Yeah.
I think it's great. Yeah.
I love it too, and I just think too like. There's nothing wrong with not being packed and not being sold out if you have people coming here and genuinely having a good time and creating great content for all of these small restaurants. I mean, small in size. I mean, like they're all local. Like they're not conglomerates. They're mom and pop restaurants, whether they make a lot of money or not, you know? And that's why we're all here, right?
Exactly. All right, just got back from Radio Quora, which is a Nigerian joint over in Clinton Hill. It's being billed as the Department of Culture's American cousin. Now, given Department of Culture's reputation in the city as being like a really, really incredible Nigerian restaurant, it's kind of surprising that the line over there was like super short. Like I hardly had to wait at all to order the food or pick it up. Like Department of Culture is like a huge name right now in restaurant circles in Brooklyn, you know? So it's kind of surprising that the line wasn't like, you know, as long as some of the other places that we've seen. So this is gonna be our first taste of, you know, the chef's creations from either place. So this is going to be Nigerian cuisine. They had two different dishes. One is the jollof rice, and the other one was a taco that uses suya as the primary ingredient. Suya is like a popular street food, skewered in grilled meat. Usually it's beef or chicken. I opted for the beef for this particular taco. I mean, like at first glance, looking at the jollof rice, which is a dish, I gotta say, I've never had before. This is gonna be a first time for me. There's a lot going on. It looks really, really interesting. I'm seeing like a lot of, you know, different spices on top of it. Hints of like tomato, probably onion in here. Looks really, really good, really, really flavorful. Just like looking at it, looks like the kind of dish that I would really, really like. So I'm really excited to dig in. Like I'm Mexican, my family's Mexican, it's Puerto Rican. Like we grew up on rice. Like rice was the thing growing up. So I'm like really excited to see how this kind of compares to like the rice I had growing up, you know? Oh yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my God. Oh, that is fantastic, dude. Looking at the rice and stuff, like just looking at the grains and how they're like covered in like the sauce, you know that's gonna be like a flavor bomb, man. That is really, really good. Well, Katie likes it.
You taste... Okay, so the rice is really spicy. But this, you taste the grill.
Yeah?
So it's like smoky, and then you get... So when you... Depending on how you do the plantain...
Pull that up.
Yeah.
That looks like creamy.
Yes.
Oh, whoa.
So it gets like custardy. Right?
Oh, yo.
So it turns into like almost like a natural custard. Okay.
That is beautiful.
So it's very sweet. Like a custard, but with the smoky. It's so delightful. It kind of tastes like Christmas, you guys.
That's a huge compliment coming from Katie. Tastes like Christmas. That's about as high praise as you can get, man.
I'm gonna give it to you, sir. Oh, Iris.
You hit...
Iris, look.
Oh, look.
Look. A man. Look, Bubba. Look, look, look.
Love that. Anything can happen, man. Anything can happen at any moment, dude.
I'm gonna give you this so you understand what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
all right. Yeah, listening to Katie's commentary there got me pretty excited, man. I didn't think Katie would be into this, but she's got me excited to try this bite. Look at that. That is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Looks custardy, like Katie said. Very custardy. Yeah, immediate the sweetness, and then the aroma. You know, then in comes the grill flavor. Yeah. The flavors like develops as.
Do you see what I mean about Christmas though? Like that sweet was like a fireplace.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, yeah. Fireplace rusticy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, this is food made with love, man. This is food made with love. Oh.
Magic.
Oh God, magic. Yeah, that's magic right there. This is a beautiful day. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good, man. Now I'm feeling the vibes. Like I've eaten enough good food. I felt positive vibes from people. There's a great attitude. Besides the bro patrol, when we were at the Brooklyn Curry Project, everybody's been very, very chill, very nice, asking questions, sharing information, sharing vendors that they've enjoyed that they thought that we should know about. People are very cool here. I'm loving this, man. But yeah, the jollof rice, dude, this is another one of those sleepers, man, that, you know, I didn't know anything about it. This is my first time having it. This is a wonderful, wonderful dish, man. I mean, I love rice. I stand fucking great rice. This is great rice. This is wonderful rice. And then the custardy plantain. Yeah. This makes me more excited to go to the Department of Culture. You know, I think, Katie, you and I really have to make a point to go there. I know it's a little scary because it's the communal table. You're sitting with strangers. You're like eating with strangers. But that's the vibe. That's the vibe they're trying to, like, you know, put out there, man. You know, I'm with it.
We've been doing all day.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we've been doing all day. We've been eating with strangers all day. This is a beautiful dish. This is a beautiful dish. Like I said, this is food made with love, man. This is food made with heart. Good stuff, man. This is good for the soul. Yes? Okay. We're going to rate this right now. We're going to rate this right now. Eating this. The sleeper. 9-1. I'm giving the jollof rice a 9-1.
The best dish of the day?
No. The tacos guisado was a 9-3 or something.
Oh, right.
9-1 though. Second best dish of the day, I think. Yeah, that's my score. What's yours?
8.9.
Wow. All right, that's high praise. Dish number 2 is gonna be the soya tacos. Popular street food in Nigeria, skewered grilled meat. They offer beef or chicken. I went with beef. After that first one, I have high expectations here, I have to say. All right, see how this is. This looks great. I'm curious what the stuff is that they have on top, like lightly dusted.
Are you supposed to eat it all like that?
I'm gonna.
Okay.
That's the way it was given to me. That's what I'm gonna put it in my mouth. In terms of the composition of the dish, a little clunky. Like, it's too much plantain relative to the meat inside.
Yeah.
And
Maybe take it out.
I'm going to start taking it apart bit by bit. But the meat itself, wonderful, wonderful, delicious flavor.
Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to be in the taco.
You don't think so? It should be
No, 'cause
separate?
it was like on top of this. I think it's just their like accoutrement.
I see. Okay, so yeah, eating it like a taco is not the move. A little clunky, you know, in terms of like the way the parts all work and fit together. The taste of the meat, though, it's tightened up a bit because we've been sitting here like talking. I took Iris to the bathroom. Like, it's been sitting here for a bit, so it's cooled down. The meat is tightened up. But whatever they're doing with the grill back there is fucking magic, man. The taste on this meat is incredible. Not only from like the meat flavor itself, but the taste of the grill. Get that like wonderful, wonderful like charcoal cooked over coal or whatever it is that they're using back there. Wonderful flavor, dude. This is good stuff. Oh, that's good. I know it's October, but that flavor reminds me of like hanging out on the beach. You know, somebody brought their grill to the beach and you're just cooking up a storm, man. You're having a good time. You got your feet in the sand, cold drink in your hand. You're feeling good. That's what this taste reminds me of. Oh, God.
I'm sure it's from sitting here, but it's
Yeah.
like a little overdone.
It's heightened up, yeah.
That flavor is really good. I definitely like the rice more.
Yes, I would agree. Yeah.
I really like this stuff. It reminds me of like a way more flavor forward shake and bake. I don't know if your mom's like made pork chops with shake and bake growing up.
She definitely used shake and bake. That's what
So like that's what that reminds me of. That like salty, savory, crunchy seasoning. So good. better than chicken bake by far, but like it's just a memory it inflicts. The beef, like, we let it sit too long, so it's a little overdone. Our fault, not theirs, I'm sure. I definitely prefer the rice dish. Can I rate this? Or
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so my rating for this is a 6.8.
6.8. Oh.
But it's like our fault, so
Overall, as a dish, I'm gonna give the suya taco like a 7.8, but the meat itself is a strong like 8.5. Wonderful, wonderful, delicious. Despite being overcooked, it's really, really, really flavorful. Katie's looking at me like I'm crazy. What are you What? Are you not tasting what I'm tasting?
eat the same thing.
Dude, it's so good. What are you talking about? That is delicious beef. You're wildin'. My wife is wildin', dude.
You're wild.
All right, well, I'm gonna finish this rice right now because it's so good.
No, I am.
But
Freeze. Worth it?
okay, yeah, we've been here since 11 o'clock, over 5 hours. Is EATSCON worth it? Is it worth the price of admission and the price that you pay for all these different dishes that you have? Given everything, like the vibe, the exposure to the restaurants, getting to try places that you would otherwise miss for one reason or another, getting to try places from out of town, and the vibe and the energy. I would say like this, when it's not crazy busy, worth it. You know, because it's not a hassle to get around, especially with a stroller. You know, it's not difficult maneuvering from place to place to place. I haven't felt like I've gotten pissed off or pissed anyone off with the stroller. That's great. But like, it's not always gonna be like this. A lot of times it is crazy crowded. It's impossible to maneuver anywhere. And that detracts from the experience. But today, this has been wonderful. I mean, overall, smooth sailing. A lot of fun. People are really cool. The food has been excellent. The food has actually really, really been good. A lot of surprises, some sleeper hits, dude. Yeah, for me, I would say this is worth it. This is definitely worth it. I mean, I go into these events with a healthy bit of skepticism because it's not really the way I like to eat in New York. You know, part of it is like walking through the streets, taking in the neighborhood, the people, the rhythms of the street. You ever see Jurassic Park? And there's a scene where they're waiting for the T-Rex, right? And then he's not coming. So they like bring out a goat tied to a chain to like try to draw in the T-Rex. And then Dr. Grant says he wants to hunt. You know, he doesn't want to be fed. He wants to hunt. That's kind of like how I feel. Like I like to be hunting for like a really, really great restaurant. And it's not really what you do here. Here, you're kind of just like surrounded with it and you go from place to place to place. It's a cool experience, especially for people that aren't like me, that don't eat like me, that don't like live for this, and they want to have a cool experience. Yeah, take them to something like this. But that's why I enter these things with a bit of skepticism. But I have to say, based off today, how good the food was, the weather, the vibe, the friendliness of the people, today was worth it. Today, I'm having a wonderful, wonderful time. I'm vibing with my wife and kid. The music is great. The energy is wonderful. Today's a beautiful day, and I'm gonna remember it forever.
I feel like this is like more like genuine if you know food, like for real know food, not just for show know food. You'll be happy that you came. If you're looking for like the big names, they're here. Milk Bar's here, L'Industry's here, Lucali's here. Those are big names, right? Jay-Z and Beyonce frequent Lucali all the time. Like, those are, you don't have to live in New York to know what that is. But then you have, you know, like Ursula, you have Border Town, you know, you have Radio Clara, you have all these other places where, like, if you're on, like, the legit food scene, you're, like, excited to see it get their day, you know? And I really love the family vibe of it.
All right, guys, there you have it, man. That's EATSCON. I'm gonna definitely eat more. Still got about like 30, 40 minutes left here, but I gotta save some room. I'm going to see my abuela. She lives here in Queens, not too far, so I'm gonna head over to her place. And like every time I visit abuela, she's gonna cook up like a shit ton of food. So I know I gotta save a little bit of room for her. So we're gonna get out of here, but you know, we had a great day today, man. I mean, the energy here was awesome. Like the vibes were really cool. People were mad friendly. sharing information about what they had, the places they liked. A lot of families, people with kids, man. So it was like perfect for us. And it wasn't even like too crowded, man. It was awesome. We had a great time here today. Ate a lot of great food, great music, culture, vibes, man. So I hope you had a good time. Hope you learned a thing or two. Hope you really liked the look of the food. Hope one day you could come to EATSCON yourself, man, because, you know, I think you'd have a great time. But stay hungry.